Hello there, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am Passioknit Kelsie and welcome to this very passionate vlog. This video comes out on Wednesday, I believe. That is Wednesday the 20th, which means our drop is happening in 3 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Saturday the 23rd at noon Central Standard Time is my drop. This is my second drop of the year. So last year, if you remember, I was doing drops monthly. I did one every single month at the end of the month. This year we're trying quarterly drops, which is one roughly every 3 months, 4 drops in the year. So we did one in January, now we're doing one for May. My goal as of right now is to get organized and then kind of just figure out what we have in stock and what we're lacking and then make some more things, specifically in the areas that we're lacking. So far this week, I have been relatively lazy. I've been making the same things over and over again because I was severely lacking in the idea department, I guess you could say. So I have 7 beanies right here that need to go up in my website. And last night I made a bunch of scrunchies. So this is what I have to show for the last few days. We'll put those in, get an official roundup of everything that we have, and then decide what else needs to be made. So let's do that. Some items already have photos of them, such as the scrunchies. This green beanie I've definitely made before. The pink beanies, I want to wait to take pictures of them because I specifically ordered pink logo tags and they should be here tomorrow based on the shipping information. We'll see. And then these need tags. I'm pretty sure I have a picture of these. I think I've made them before, but I'll find out. And other than that, we need to take a picture of this basket back here, put that up for sale. And that's everything I've got, so pretty easy. Okay, I think I'm a liar. Went through all of my listings. I've stocked everything that I have, minus the stuff we haven't taken pictures of. So all of the scrunchies are stocked. The green hat is stocked. I thought I had pictures of these. I really feel like I've made them before. Maybe I sold them as mystery beanies or something like that, which is possible, but I don't have any pictures of these. So we're gonna have to take pictures of this and the basket, pink hats. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow, cross our fingers that we get those pink tags. Whenever I was going through and stocking the scrunchies, it really made me want to make more scrunchies, because the stock on them is so limited and there's so many color options. So maybe today will be another scrunchie day. I do actually already have plans for tonight, so medium busy. I think scrunchies would be a good project option for today. I'm just gonna choose a bunch of skeins of different colors and make 4 of each and then get some stock flowing. Use all of the leftover scraps to make mystery scrunchies. Yes, I like that. And might I say, even though Juicy Couture at the current moment is a hard to find yarn, it's not being sold at any stores as far as I know, and it's just being found at Ollie's right now because it was a Joann exclusive. Even with all of that, I might say I have too much Juicy Couture. So trimming it down, definitely a good idea for me. I just made so many scrunchies at once. I definitely got burnt out and I haven't made scrunchies in a hot minute, so they're coming back around. All right, picture time. Get those stocked and take a picture of our lovely basket over here. 10 by 7.5. Okay, everything is officially stocked. Now, in my drop, we are going to have 24 scrunchies, 9 bandanas, 11 beanies, 1 basket, 20 bags, 7 bucket hats, and 1 pair of fingerless gloves. So, as you can see, this is a very bag-heavy drop. No more bags. Although we have 24 scrunchies, that might sound like a lot, but it's not really. Each skein makes 4 scrunchies, so that's only, what, 6 different colors? And I want more than 6 different colors of scrunchies. So that's why we're gonna make scrunchies today. And then tomorrow, we will make some other things other than beanies and bags. Okay. I'm just gonna go straight to my scrunchie listing, starting with not sparkly, and go through the colors, make the scrunchies, start stocking. I'm actually going to take this with me because, like I said, I do have plans today. I'm going over to my mom's house and we're going to play some kind of game. They bought this like murder mystery case thing. I don't know. Sounds fun. I think I can make scrunchies while we're doing it. Cross our fingers. I don't expect to be there all night though, so whenever we come back, I'll make scrunchies then. Look at me using a bag. You're welcome. If we're leaving, I will grab another skein, which is going to be watercress because they go together. So if we have enough left over, I can make another mystery scrunchie. Yes? Yes. Let's go. Unsolved case files.
Is it food poisoning and freaking? Where's mine? It's alright, I can spawn. Oops. Trying to let them in on a hot deal he'd been working.
Okay.
What the hell? Turn to.
Although there is this one photo, it looks edited. Looks kind of fun.
Okay.
Should I read this now? This Sergeant Anders promoted him to detective, and he's my new partner. He's coming along, and I'm not sure. It's great. Blah blah blah. Do I want to read this?
Hello, hello. As you saw, I successfully made 4 more scrunchies last night in the color Super Greens. Very popular color, 1 skein down. I was also able to make 1 mystery scrunchie. I wanted to use up the rest of the Super Green skein, so instead of using the watercress to just make scrunchies, I wanted to make the mysteries first. So I did this one, and we almost finished a second one, but as you can see, we're gonna have to tie on another skein just to do about 2 more inches. But today, actually, I am going to my grandma's house and we are going to do some sewing and quilting work. I'll probably only be there for 3 or 4 hours, so that's first. And then we will return home and continue crocheting. I don't know if that's gonna be scrunchies or something else. We'll see. But if I do have any time to crochet or do anything like that while I am with my grandma, I will be bringing scrunchie materials, probably just the same things that I was doing yesterday. So I have my scissors and my hook in here, ponytail holders, and I'm gonna bring this because it's on my desk. I've made it home. It is 8 p.m. Let me show you what I was working on today. If you guys remember that basket that we made in the last vlog, it's back there somewhere. That was for my sister's baby shower. Now that is gonna be like a prize thingy for an activity that we're doing. And this here is my actual gift to her and baby. So it is, as you may guess, a baby quilt. First of all, my grandma and I just went through a bunch of her blocks that she has. She has a bunch of pre-made blocks, pre-cut triangles, just like a bunch of fabric and stuff like that. So we went through all the piles. We picked something that we thought looked good and that we had enough of to make a baby blanket, and this is where we landed. I think these are called pinwheels. But here's the blocks. It is like a light green color paired with a white fabric that has flowers on it, pink flowers, green leaves, cute stuff. We have a couple sections of this, and we didn't connect everything because there's going to be a big motif in the middle, which is this guy. It's a little ladybug. Ta-da! This is gonna go in the middle of the quilt. I brought this home because I need to do some embroidery work, top stitching, stuff like that. So we didn't sew it into the quilt because it'll just be easier to finish this off completely and then sew everything together. It needs the antenna. I drew them on with a pencil. You can barely see them, I think. But I need to stitch those on. I might put some legs on it. And then there's quite a bit of room around here. We got the ladybug as big as we could, honestly. I printed it off on a piece of printer paper and it like filled up the entire paper. And I didn't feel confident enough to freehand it to be bigger. So anyway, after I stitch on the antenna, I might just like add in some other cute little embroidery things on the white piece of fabric around here. But let me lay everything out and show you what the full quilt is gonna look like. All right, sir, move over here, over there. Thank you. Here's the middle, and then there's 3 pieces on each side. Yes, yes, yes. Across the bottom. And here is the current quilt status. Neji, back up, back up, back up. I'll wash it, don't worry. Ta-da! So imagine the ladybug with antennas, legs, and then a bunch of other little embroidered things. Maybe some leaves, maybe some other small bugs. I don't know. But anyway, I'm not going to do that tonight. Already worked on it a bunch today. I would like to move on and do something else. So I think it's 8 o'clock. I can probably commit myself to 1 skein of Juicy Couture, which makes 4 scrunchies. And then I would like to make something wearable that doesn't go on your head because we already have bucket hats and beanies. So that is probably going to be a top of sorts. Yes. Yeah. You know what? I haven't made a halter top in a hot minute. So let's just do that. Let's make a halter top tonight. Probably not the whole thing, but we'll at least start it. Finish her up tomorrow.
He's like, they asked him what happened, and they thought dragons were just dumb animals. And this random elf was like, I'm going to hunt this dragon. Killed him.
Yeah, Mr. Bridges. Robert's gone to report at the barracks. He's got leave to travel down to the...
Well, then, lady.
Isn't this fun? I was explaining to her ladyship that their poor Alfred's bad. Cycling, Andy. He was cycling and he fell off.
I didn't do it want to know when the cockles hill are found. Oh, I do like to be beside.
So let's check right over here, because this is the thing was staring at us from right here when the train came, right? Let's look right over here.
And we're back. I did indeed finish my 1 skein of Juicy Couture last night. I made 4 sparkly teal scrunchies. No, this is Tint of Mint. Tint of Mint, yes, okay. Those need to be stocked. I got in a little bit of work on the halter top that we're making. Just a little bit. I decided to make this one because I know for a fact I already have photos of this on my website, so it'll be easy to stock. And I have a bunch of this yarn, the Crafter's Secret Cotton Color Hot Pink. That is Haute. One of my favorites. It is just a beautiful mix of colors. So at some point, I bought a bunch of them a long time ago, and they've just kind of been sitting around. So I would like to use up at least some of that. I think that I can finish this top today, no problem, and that might be the only thing we can do today. Other than that, I got tags. This should have the pink tags that we're expecting for our beanies, so we can get those finished off. I think I've had the pink tags before. This is from Birch and Cider on Etsy, by the way. Link in the description. I think I've had the pink tags because they sent me some as like a sample or something. I don't think I've ever actually ordered them myself, if I am remembering correctly, but, ooh, oh, okay, maybe I didn't have the pink tags, but these are the ones that I did have. And I guess these are more of a lavender. The pink ones are back here because I ordered 50 of them. I only ordered the pink tags. She said that she threw in a couple extras for me. So we're gonna see what is in here exactly. Thank you card as usual. First thing I've got in here is my pack of 50 pink tags. They are a little bit darker than I expected, but still pink, still cute. There is, looks like 10 of this color, which now that I'm seeing it actually next to a pink, it's definitely more of a lavender. I've had this one before for sure. And then in the pink bag, it also looks like there's a stack of 10 in the light cream color. So this is the spread for our new tags that we got. Looking good. Awesome. I want to look at the Etsy listing and figure out what color this one is exactly. Yeah, okay. This is the lavender color, and then this is the pink color. I'm pretty sure. I'm surprised by how light the lavender is versus the pink. The pink in the picture is light. Like, it's very close to the lavender, but in person it is much darker than the lavender. All right, let's see how they look on our hats. Pink, pink. Perfect. That'll look really cute. I'll put these 3 tags on. We can take pictures, we can make the listing, put them up for sale, list our sparkly scrunchies, and then we will get to work on this halter top for the rest of the night. I could have done a bit more work on the halter top last night, but Caesar and I just both decided we were really tired. We actually stopped in the middle of a movie at like 9:30, and we just decided to go to bed. Now I must make this with a hot pink solid yarn instead of the light pink solid yarn with the variegated. Now I'm just gonna have to start making a bunch of pink things so that I can put pink tags on all of them. And I'm totally okay with that. Love pink. Awesome.
Button. Oh, spring. The spring comes in useful. Okay, we've done some crafting, dude. Spring is the 3rd one. There's aluminium at the bottom. There's one.
This is already. Sorry.
Incredible build mode features that Paralives has to offer, including some additional interesting details that I found hidden in the developer chats. It wouldn't be a build mode without building tools, and Paralives lets you just go crazy with your imagination.
More games in a mechanical sense I think you could ever play, but there are some little tricks you can do to make things look certain ways. It is cozy, but this one didn't quite hold my attention the same way Tiny Glade did. There's nothing really wrong with it, but there were times real reason not to recommend Townscaper. Again, there's nothing wrong with it at all. They're lit as you go. As someone who does not have an eye at all for interior design, I found that really helpful, and I think if I continue to play it this way for a while, I'd eventually feel much more comfortable being dropped into a completely empty space and working with it. For my last hour or so, I worked on this Williamsburg apartment. You can get an idea of what automatic impact on how the story continues. You also have this thing called the Chronicle that enables you to go back and visit turning points to try out different charms, because sometimes you'll find charms after certain points that you can then go back and use. It's just a brilliant idea and even more brilliantly executed. That's one of the big things about
Choose your own adventure.
The execution here is through the roof.
For those books.
Ta-da! Halter top finished. And don't you just love these colors? This yarn is gorgeous. Anyway, it is the end of the night, 11 p.m. I must go. I stayed up too late just to finish this guy, so toodaloo. And we have finished our first top. Is this my first top of the year? In May? Wow. I haven't made tops in such a long time, which is crazy because that is where pretty much my whole business started. This took, I want to say, maybe like 6 hours or so. Not bad, not super fast either. It's pretty simple, as you can see. This one is a size medium, so just a really cute summer top. I officially have 2 more days to prep for this drop, all day Thursday and Friday, and then Saturday it is happening at noon. So I think I can definitely make just a couple more things. Maybe another top, maybe some smaller things like a bandana or more scrunchies, something like that. Pretty sure I have at least 50 plus items going up for sale. It's going to be interesting, but that is going to be it for this vlog. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope it was okay for you. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content in the future. If you need any crochet related merchandise, that is t-shirts, sweatshirts, stickers, and tote bags, those are all available on passionategoods.com. Everything I crochet will also be available on passionategoods.com. Link in the description below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!